So guys, welcome to our channel once again. In today's video on our WAEC Biology Exam Revision Series, we have here these 17 WAEC repeated questions to answer on the topic microorganisms. So guys, this video will be about microorganisms in action. So in short, stay till the end of this video. So let's go ahead and start with this first question here. We have a diagram here and it says, the diagram below is an illustration of a fungus. Study and answer question 4 to 6. Which of the following statements about the structure labeled III is correct? It's A. Absorbs mineral salts from the soil. B. Develops into stolon. C. Secretes digestive enzymes into the substrate. D. Forms the root hairs of the organism. So guys, the structure here labeled III is actually the rhizome of these fungus, and as such it secretes digestive enzymes into the substrates. And that's it for this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. So that's question number 2 here. It says, the diagram beside is an illustration of an experimental setup to test the action of yeast. What tests will be used to confirm the nature of the gas given off at I? So guys, we have here options A, insert a glowing splint, option B, insert a piece of litmus paper, option C, smell the gas, option D, pass the gas through lime water. So guys, the answer to this question here will be option D, and that's the pass the gas through lime water. Now the reason we are passing the gas through lime water is that this process is a fermentation process, and as such will yield carbon dioxide. So in order to test for this carbon dioxide, we have to pass this gas evolved through lime water. And that's it for that question, guys. Let's go ahead and consider the next question. Question number 3 here. It says, yeast is added to the dough during the preparation of bread because it produces A. Heat, B. Ethanol, C. Carbon dioxide, D. Carbohydrates. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's carbon dioxide. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. So that's question number 4 here. It says, the diagram below is an illustration of a fungus. Study and answer the questions 4 to 6. The structure labeled I is associated with A. Asexual reproduction, B. Gamete formation, C. Sexual reproduction, D. Bud formation. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's asexual reproduction. So that's it for this question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 5 here. It says, the diagram above represents the shape of a major group of bacteria. The groups Staphylococci and Streptobacilli are represented by A. II and IV, B. III and VI, C. IV and VII, D. I and II. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's IV and VII. So the structure here, IV, is the Staphylococci. So it's actually from the cocci family. That's the round-shaped bacteria. But you see their cluster here, the way they are clustered here, that makes it staph. So it's Staphylococci. Whereas you have Streptobacilli as VII. So bacilli is actually a rod-shaped bacteria, so you can see a single bacilli at V. But guys, when they join end to end this way, is actually the strepto, and when you have bacilli in the strepto form, that's streptobacilli. You can also have streptococci like the one seen in III. So you just have to understand the naming pattern for all the bacteria form. So bacteria can actually exist as either cocci or bacilli or vibrio or spirille. So now these forms can now come in clusters or different arrangements per se. So you also need to understand when it is strepto, when it is staph, and so on. So that's it for that. So don't mind that I'm pronouncing as Kokai. I often hear people pronounce as Kosi, whatever. I don't know the actual pronunciation to that. So, but just understand the answer to this question and how the bacteria is being grouped. So that is for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 6 here. It says, which of the following is a product of brewing when yeast is used as a fermentation agent? We have A. Malt, B. Nitrogen, C. Oxygen, D. Ethanol. So guys, the answer to this question here is option D, and that's ethanol. So remember that this is a fermentation process. So ethanol is the answer to this question, and that's option D. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 7 here. It says, which of the following protozoans feed parasitically? We have Paramecium as option A, then Plasmodium as option B, then Euglena as option C, and Chlamydomonas as option D. So guys, the protozoan here that feeds parasitically is Plasmodium, and that's option B here. So guys, let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 8 here. It says, in medicine, bacteria have proven very useful due to the production of A. Cured tobacco, B. Antibiotics, C. Tanned leather, and D. Nitrates. So guys, bacteria is very useful in medicine because it's actually used to produce antibiotics. So the antibiotics are actually kind of chemicals produced from living organisms that attack other living organisms, most significantly produced by bacteria to also attack other bacteria. So that's what the antibiotics are. So most times we can get antibiotics from these bacteria, and that's its usefulness in medicine. So that's it for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 9 here. It says, which of the following diseases is caused by a bacterium? We have A. Poliomyelitis, B. Syphilis, C. Ringworm, D. Malaria. So guys, the bacterial disease here is syphilis, and that's option B here. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. Question number 10 here. It says, the absence of alimentary canal in the parasitic flatworm can be attributed to the fact that A. It has suckers on the scolex, B. Its body absorbs digested food, C. Its body does not feed, D. It has no enzymes. So guys, the answer to this question is option B, and that's its body absorbs digested food. So there is no need for an alimentary canal since the food is already digested, and then it will now have to diffuse into its body. So that's it for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 11 here. It says, viruses are pathogens of the following diseases except A. Poliomyelitis, B. Tuberculosis, C. Smallpox, D. Measles. So guys, the answer to this question is option B. Tuberculosis is a bacterial disease and not a viral disease. So that's it for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 12 here. It says, viruses are economically important because they A. exist as crystals outside living cells, B. because they cause disease in plants and animals, C. can only produce inside living cells, D. do not have cell structures. So guys, the reason why viruses are economically important is because they cause disease in plants and animals. So guys, always note that when we talk about economic importance, we are not just talking about the advantages, but we are talking about how whatever it is affects the economy of the nation. So the economic importance of virus here is that it causes disease in plants and animals. So this disease that it causes in plants and animals will actually have an impact in food production, and as such bring about high cost of feeding. So that's it for that question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 13 here. It says, Ascaris lumbricoides is a parasitic A. Flatworm, B. Arthropod, C. Elastic worm, D. Roundworm. So guys, Ascaris lumbricoides is a parasitic roundworm, and that's option D here. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 14 here. It says, the diagram below is an illustration of a fungus. Study and answer questions 4 to 6. The structure labeled II is the A. Stolon, B. Sporangium, C. Spore, D. Columina. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's the columna. So that's it for this question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. So that's question number 15 here. It says, only specially adapted microorganisms are found in A. Moist soil, B. Mouth cavity, C. Salt water, D. Humid air. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's salty water. Only specially adapted microorganisms can be found in salty water. So that's it for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. So question number 16 here says, in palm wine, yeast acts as A. Preservative, B. Culturing agent, C. Carrier, D. Catalyst. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's catalyst. So let's go ahead and consider the next and last question here, guys. That's question number 17 here. It says, which of the following parasites is a flatworm? A. Trypanosoma, B. Schistosoma, C. Ascaris, D. Plasmodium. So guys, the parasite here that is a flatworm is actually schistosoma, and that's option B here. So schistosoma is actually also known as the blood fluke, and that's it for this question. Option B is the answer to this question. So guys, this is where we'll end this video for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can drop your question in the comment section below, and we'll ensure to give you a response. So guys, we also want to encourage you to join our YouTube channel community, where we post major updates on WAEC examination. So this will be very helpful to you even as you prepare for your WAEC examination for the year. So you can join this channel community by hitting the join button below, and we'll see you right there. Thank you once again for watching this video, and see you on the next one.